Why hello, you people from Earth and outer space. It is I, Alexander from the universe. In this episode of Let's Rust, we're gonna expand on our knowledge regarding ifs. Because although an if is all very nice, let's say we have a money variable here, which is equal to 233, which is also part of the Fibonacci sequence. And we want to check to see that depending on how much money we have, we want different messages to be printed out. Now we could go ahead and do an if here, say if money is greater than or equal to 0 and money is less than, say, 100, or well, 89, because it has to be part of the Fibonacci sequence, then whatever's in here is going to be executed. We have like print line, say this is in dollars, you're pretty poor, like so. Then we could expand this and do an else here. Else, and well, yeah, without that. So else, you're richer than poor. Like so. Then we can go ahead and open up our CMD here and do a cargo run. You're richer than poor. But what if we want to be a little more specific in our whole money printing thing? Like, what if we want to print out different messages? Say another message in the range between 89 and 144 and 233. And rather than having an else here, now we could be really silly and add another if inside of this else here. That would be really silly. And instead of doing that, we can add something called an else if. Type in an else and if together. So we're now doing if money is greater than or equal to 0 and money is less than 89, then this happens. Then inside this else if here, it's checking else because it's not equal to this. This evaluates to false. Then it goes to this first else here, and then up on that else is an if, straight after the else. And in here, we're checking to see if money is greater than or equal to 89 and money is less than 233. Then we print out print line. We'll have this message being displayed. Then else, you're somewhat not rich. I'll run this now. It's going to say you're somewhat not rich, because we do actually have 233, and this here is checking whether you have more than or equal to 89 but less than 233. So we're actually at the edge of not actually getting in this else here. We could be really silly here, or not silly for that matter, and add another else if here and say money is greater than or equal to 233 and money is less than 610. And we don't want it to say this, because you're not somewhat rich, you're really poor. How are you more poor when you're there? I don't know. I don't understand this program. We'll add an else here and somewhat not rich. Print line. You're rich. Yes, you're very rich if you're like that. You're really poor. Oh man, we're really that poor? Oh, that's sad. You're really poor. In between 233 and 610, that's not poor. But if we have 610, bada bam boom, you're rich. Because we have $610 in our bank accounts. We are so crazily rich. So the way this works is that it first checks and evaluates this right here, and if that's true, it executes this block right here, and if that's true, it's going to skip the rest. Then it goes on to the second of these expressions and checks if this is true, bada bam boom, goes in here and skips the rest, or goes down here and carries on like this until the else, where it always executes. You don't even need to have an else here. We could remove this completely, and we're going to have a problem. We're not going to get any result from this because it totally passes this by. We could even have another if down here if we wanted to with that logic. That would be silly. So add back the else. Just like so. Nice and beautiful. Print that out. Nice and beautiful you are. So you people go have fun with this, because this is where programming starts getting interesting. This is where we're going to be able to do so many more things than the things we already know. Why, goodbye, you people from Earth and outer space. Feel free to leave a comment saying something either hilarious, perhaps even a like. Until next time.